Hi, I'm Bill Milholland. I'm going to be talking to you a little bit today about what to expect if you go with Case Design Remodeling for a larger scale project. First part of our process is really something that's a lot of fun. We call it a planning agreement. Sometimes you'll hear it called a feasibility study. And that's where we're exploring options on your house. The whole goal of this process is really to help you make a good decision. We can talk about possibilities all day long, but until you have some information in front of you, it's hard to make the decision about what to do. The way we're going to display that information or show that to you is going to be in the form of drawings. The primary drawing to communicate this information will be a plan. This is just an example of what one of those plans might look like. And as you can see, we're focused on the kitchen area back in the back of the home, a powder room, trying to squeeze that in, but really just looking at what might be possible. They're fun drawings. They have some color on them. We're trying to add some furniture for scale, but really to help you think about how you might experience or use this space. It used to be, along with these, especially if we were building an addition, we would show you elevations, where a plan is basically a horizontal view of your project, almost if you cut a line through your home at 2 feet, say, took the top of the house off and looked down, that's what you'd see. That's what a floor plan is. It's that horizontal plane. An elevation would be the vertical plane, what primarily the house looks like from the exterior, but also you'll see interior elevations in kitchens, bathrooms, places like that. But we found that clients that don't stare at drawings all day sometimes have difficulties visualizing what this space is going to look like or feel like. So as a result of that, we've really tried to work with some new technologies that enable us to show you things in 3 dimensions. Here's some just quick examples of what that might look like. But now instead of talking about this front porch on the home, you can actually visualize what that's going to look like on your property, and we can look at it from a bunch of different angles, and it's just that picture is much clearer in your mind than a static elevation. This 3-dimensional idea can carry forward to the interiors too. This example shows maybe some bathrooms. But you can see they're fun, they're colorful, they're exploring options type drawings where maybe we could show you what some different cabinetry might look like, different layouts for that, where do mirrors go, all those sorts of things. Again, the goal of this first step is just helping you make a good decision. So that's what's involved in our preliminary agreement, planning agreement, feasibility study. You might hear people call it a couple different things. So after we've gone through that process, now you have a real good idea of what you can do. And we'll be able to also back that up with a real good idea of what the budget's going to be. We still maybe haven't picked all the pieces and parts. We don't know what the countertops are or who makes the faucet yet, but we do have a very good understanding of what the project's going to be. So we can present a fairly narrow budget range to you at that point. The decision then is, do you do the project or not? And either way, those are both reasonable answers, yes or no, but now you have the information to make a thoughtfully considered decision. If you do decide to proceed, the next step in our process for a larger scale project is what we call CD. That's the contract documents. Now we're taking these fun design ideas and actually going through the process of putting together the drawings that are going to describe the project in great detail. Primarily, you're going to see that in the form of floor plans. Again, but you can see these plans are much more serious than the previous plans. The previous plans, we were looking at ideas, at concepts, at potential. Now we know which direction we're going, and we're using drawings to communicate, and communicate with the guys in the field. We have the luxury of employing those guys in the field. They're case staff members, team members, so the communication is much better than, say, maybe in a typical architect contractor route where there are 2 different teams and sometimes communication can get lost in the shuffle there. But you're going to see drawings mature, and by mature you can see they have dimensions, they have notes, there's more detail on them. We're also going to be studying elevations, and in this case, you can see, again, instead of the 3-dimensional look, now it's trying to document exactly what we're doing and communicate to everybody, to the case team members, to the guys in the field, to our clients, what all the pieces and parts are that make up the project, so that nobody's surprised once we start putting siding up or hanging windows or whatever it is we're doing. So again, elevations are a great tool to communicate that. But as we talked about, not only elevations on the exterior, but elevations on the interior. And during this second step, this contract document step, we're also going to be walking through cabinetry in the kitchen, cabinetry in the bathroom, tile, faucets, backsplash, edge treatment on countertop surfaces. All of those tiny little details that go into making a project, great instead of just good. So you're gonna see lots of drawings that look like this, some examples of these interior elevations as well. And then at the end of this process, we've decided what everything is. We've woven in the experts, whether that's plumbers, electricians, our project managers, our craftsmen, our designers. The team has assembled. We put the project together with your help along the way. Now we know everything that's going into this project, and we can put it together in the form of a contract. At that point, we're going to present you a fixed price contract for the exact scope of work described on these drawings. So again, now you have a decision point as to whether to proceed or not. Hopefully you proceed, and if you do, then we've got additional work to do in terms of the drawings. And what you should expect there would be that this is all the detail that the county, the city, the local jurisdiction is going to need to issue us a building permit, a construction permit. It's also, again, a tool to communicate with the carpenters, the craftsmen in the field as to how to build the project. So that's a very quick overview of what you should expect. Look forward to working with you. Thanks for watching.